All right, we are recording. Yay! Um, yeah. So as it shows there, this is gonna be Titan Quest 2. I haven't had the button to hit to play it yet because I figured why not let it show the. Oh, yeah, do need to tell that. You do have an option when you launch it of either like the regular version or like a preview version that even says not for review. Um, but yeah, it is Titan Quest 2. Unsurprisingly, they just decided to release it last week. Well, release early access last week when it during the THQ Digital Nordic Showcase. Good. Oh yeah, that's right. You know what? I'll fix that. I'll fix that when we're in here. Yep. Just go in here. Actually, that's fine. Yeah. So okay, good. That kills the audio. Well, hang on, I'll do this. So yeah, it's actually there. The framework 16 is a 16 by 10 display, not 16 by 9. But OBS is set to 16 by 9. That's why there was the pillow boxing. I don't need to say this key was provided because it wasn't. I bought it. As I've said before, I've done that. I have waited. It's been a week, and I have waited to play it until now. So you'll see my first experience with it. But unlike when I do Going Medieval, I don't think I've played that at all except when recording. This I don't want to focus so much on trying to get it all captured because I'm not so interested in reviewing it in that capacity. Because I want to be able to complain about it. Like any issues, I want to be able to go play. Hey, hang on, I gotta. It's very loud for me. I don't know if it's loud for you guys. Alright, so just looking at this. I did already go through and do some adjustments in here. I did also, though it's not being applied at the moment, set Radeon Chill. Yeah, I'll leave that for now. Typically I will turn off analytics. Okay, is it under video then? I know I'd see. Yeah, okay, we do get colorblind stuff here, but I will try to look at that later. I did set it to that myself. We'll see how that goes. Because, I mean, MSA is a better form. And I do have upscaling off. VSync is off because actually that might end up being wanted because it is a FreeSync display, so in theory I shouldn't need it. I did do the auto set, but I did also you can look at this a little bit, and global illumination medium I would prefer because I don't feel I need ray tracing. And oh, thank you. I can't believe I need to actually say this, but I'm going to say it. Thank you for having it be off. It annoys me to no end. So this is a UE5 game. A lot of UE5 games, and I think this is also true for a lot of UE4 games, developers don't bother with giving more reasonable names to the options for each setting. So they'll have anti-aliasing as low, but here they made it off. Thank you. Because in plenty of games, because it's like, okay, what is low? In some games, low is in fact off. In other cases, it's no, this is actually a minimal level of anti-aliasing. You can't turn it off. But it's like, here it actually says off. Thank you, I appreciate that. I hadn't looked that close, but thank you. I do appreciate that for not being the most lazy you can be with these things. Now, the best they could do would be, and can I? Okay, would be for MSAA if these options change to be off 2x, 4x, and 8x. Probably it most likely would go up to 8x. But for FXAA, it could be off low, medium, high, ultra. TAA doesn't have fixed levels, neither would TSR. But still, those could be off, low, medium, high, ultra, or off, medium, high, ultra. So it's like, yeah, you could do stuff there. FXA does have to itself low, medium, high, ultra as settings, as options. Yeah. Don't really have much more to say on that. I do just like giving some time to these. For now, I'm gonna leave volume where it is, the master font. To be clear, because I am on headphones, I don't know exactly how, if this is too loud. It might just be because I've got the drivers, next to my ears. Okay, controls, I honestly do not know. Stick, dead zone, irrelevant. I'm not using a controller. I might end up going to this. So, from what I have seen, I might also try that. Yeah, I just do not know. I do not know. So, as I said, I've not played the game yet. I have looked at some forum threads on Steam just to get a sense. Oh, hang on. I just realized one thing I forgot. Yes, camera shake is off. We do have... Oh, I didn't even notice that. Well, okay, no, that makes sense. XeSS, FSR, and TSR, so just Unreal's baked in. Resolution scaling, I do appreciate that, which actually can I adjust that without, like, if I... Can I do that with that? Oh, wait, no, that's still off. Okay. Hang on. Okay, so they are doing it that way. Alright, so do that as an option. This is stuff I may play around with, not just now though. But I do greatly appreciate this. I'll tell you why. Because I remember with MechWarrior 5 and Ghost Recon... Hang on, let me check which Ghost Recon it was that I reviewed. Breakpoint, okay. I think I've also played Wildlands, or I had access to Wildlands. I don't quite remember. But in both those games, you had a resolution scale slider here. Recon, it was only on steps of 10. MechWarrior 5 originally, I think they've changed it. Originally, it was a slider more like this. And I really like that because I was able to... I did dial that in and found that I could take that down to like in the 70s, high 70s. Get that added performance, but the image quality wasn't that badly hit. So I greatly appreciate having that here. Now, yes, it does look like you turn on any of these and you will lose that control. But still, I do appreciate that. I do also like that we do have just using that as the anti-aliasing. And I assume that this will still apply resolution scaling. It's just, it's not doing any built-in, using any of the built-in scalers. So, I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. As well, that's probably the setting I would mess with first. But at least it is there. I didn't even know Unreal was supported MSAA anymore, because it seems like all that engine is just turning towards being temporal, because it helps with ray tracing. Anyway, coming back to here where I was. I have seen some stuff. Apparently by default, left mouse is just for moving and that's it. Right mouse is how you attack. So context-sensitive LMB, that's how the original would be in a lot of other action RPGs. Where it's just, if I click on something that's not an enemy, then I move. If I click on something that's an enemy, I attack. Or I move so I can't attack. And then WASD. Because... And I did notice this when I was looking. Yeah, we do in fact have the ability to move. Now, that is unfortunate because it's you have to move my hand around, but I can at least mess around with that, see how it goes. Actually, oh, hang on. There it is, L. I think that's the same as the original. Huh. I don't know what that means. Loot plate visibility, loot plate interactability. Find out, maybe. I do want to do this. Huh. Instead of the center of creatures. Curious. I'm gonna turn that on. Okay. I do want to quickly look. Yeah, that's fine. Just how does ability slot 10? Okay. Is that how? I didn't know if that's how it was really labeled before. Wait, how do you? Nope. I hate that. I don't like the idea. Hey, it's WASDA, so we're just gonna have abilities put around, and so you could just kept down the numbers. Okay, that I will. Well, no, I'd still disagree with that. These should be Q and E, and then you put it back up on the. You keep the stuff up on the numbers. But now I'm going to start with the defaults. Yeah. So let me see that. 12 minutes just talking through the settings. And actually, hang on. What do we got in here? Does it? Okay. Nope. I do also want to mention this because I'm recording this on Friday, and today THQ Nordic did in fact put out a roadmap. It's not too specific, but that's fine. It does say that they are going to target major updates every 3 months. Minor updates, which would be balancing, bug fixes, and just minor updates every 1.5 months. Hot fixes will be released as needed. This is an okay release cadence. I got no issue with this. Although I will also say I'm okay with the major updates slipping. Because if it's you know what, we feel it needs more time, do that. Because scheduling with game development can be weird. Because if you end up with too aggressive, and 3 months is not that aggressive, but I mean, things can happen. If you end up with something too aggressive, you end up basically putting out poor content. Because okay, we can hit these points in time for the release versus, hey, we're going to need 5 months to do this. And say, okay, well, we could do that, not the next major update, but the one after, except that it's okay, that's going to take so long. So you're either diverting resources away from the other stuff, or you end up diverting resources from the 5-month-long thing to other things. Because you need to get that. It's one of those funny things where schedules are very important. Transparency can override that. But schedules are very important. Keeping schedules is very important. But they can end up applying such a pressure on development that it becomes unhealthy. It's kind of like how Prison Architect, I think it was, they kept, I think it was a monthly cadence for a long time. But they ended up having to drop it. And part of the reason was, as I recall, they basically said that, yeah, we couldn't keep up with some of the stuff of what we wanted to do. But I think they also, because they not only did monthly updates, they also did a monthly video going through it all. And at one point when they made some major changes, they were like, yeah, we've had one dude that literally all he did was working on this major thing. So he was never bothered with anything else. And it's just I mean, that can work, but that's not every studio necessarily has that ability, has that option. So it's, yeah, it's all, I'm trying to think of how best to put it. Because I said transparency is ultimately what you need. Technically, a schedule is achieving that, though, is a form of transparency. But yeah, it's just, I would, if you say, hey, yeah, it's going to slip a month because we got something really big that we're working on, it's I'm okay with that. You shouldn't force yourself to a schedule too tightly. And also, I'm saying that to myself because I have that problem where it's I cannot miss a schedule. But yeah, all right, that's enough of me gabbing, I think. Well, here I will just mention these couple things. One is character creator is among the feature updates to come in the future. We can also expect crafting at some point in the future. Everything else, I think, is what you basically expect. So, in-depth character creation. Okay, I might go with this just because it does kind of look like how they so often depict Zeus. It's like, what the hell, why not? Visually, though, I might most resemble him, but it's like, nah, let's go around to Zeus. In here, just so we can also see, what have we got here? In here, does this... Okay, they do turn. Wasn't sure. Okay, the hair floating is a little weird, but the moment that image popped up, it immediately reminded me of what like stereotypical Greek women would look like, with the fairer skin and the black hair. I'm not actually sure if they do have fair skin. Well, how fair the skin would be because of Mediterranean. I could see that being more so the skin tone. Okay, yeah, back to Zeus. So yeah, with the character creator though, I would assume that you'd be able to adjust all this. So the facial hair or lack, the hair color, likely also how muscular, because I mean that's kind of fat. All right, that's kind of fat. You see my cursor. I mean, to be fair, this dude might actually be more physically powerful, might be stronger than this one that we see the muscles. It's just because there's supposed to be some fat on you. There. The hell does that mean? Solo self-found. I do not know what that means. I'll try looking it up. Is solo self-found ARPG? Let's see what that tells me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, for now I'll leave that off. It looks like what they're talking about with solo self-found. I'm sorry, I don't know this terminology, and I don't like that naming either. Certainly not without an explanation here. Is that the only items I could pick up would be the ones I find, if that's enabled. So in multiplayer, if it can drop for somebody else, I'd still be able to see it. With it toggled on, I would not. It might also impact experience gains, where in some cases, like if I were playing with somebody else, I might not advance. I might not gain experience. It seems like I don't know why you'd name it that either. I mean, that very much sounds like, well, I mean, that's just straight up jargon. That's like was developed within a community that if you're not in that specific community, you will have no idea. And the fact there's no explanation does greatly annoy me. So. Alright. Why are they letterboxing? I'm sorry, but it's like I'm running in a 60x9 window. Why are you letterboxing?
Of mortals, bound by fate's golden strands.
So 3 fates. Which, aren't those also the Weird Sisters who we actually
Of their laughter,
just kill in Titan Quest?
their glory. Tell of warlike Sparta.
I guess they are different. It's just another example of 3 women having control of fate.
Fate destined them for godlike greatness. But the gods had other plans.
Is this a cinematic we got before, like at announcement for the game? It's at least similar.
Their ambition angered the goddess. And winged retribution showed them no mercy. Staining their strands with darkness.
That pretty sure is not quite mythologically accurate.
Tell us the whole story. Tell us about hope.
I need to check, but I'm pretty sure the Fates were kind of sort of above the Titans. Like, no, no Titan would be able to influence fate. They are independent and technically can do whatever the hell they want. I mean, they don't. They're more or less neutral actors, but it's like one thing I saw describing Achilles.
Sing
Oh, hang on.
muses of faith and the mortal, watched by the gods on Prote Island, where the story begins.
Okay. I'm used to space to pause. Oh, that's true. I can also look at this stuff then. But yeah, for what I remember when I was reading through the Iliad, one of the things about Achilles that made him truly frightful was that in his rage, he could defy even the Fates. That's how powerful he was, and that was something that even the Olympians were concerned about. Alright, so Dodge, that's what's currently on space. So, I'm just curious, do we get any information on those? Nope. Primary attack, which currently is on right mouse button. Okay. Wait, what? Why do I have 2 primary attacks? I'm confused here. Okay, so there's also one that use... No, they both use energy. I am very confused by this. It seems like it's the same, it's just they're showing 2 different... Is it like... if I have 2 weapons? I don't know. I don't understand this. I mean, this... which I think I'm not going to worry about yet. I mean, in theory, a tutorial will. Okay, no, we can swap between them. Okay, that... I had to guess... Yeah, because it's I don't have a weapon this way. Okay. Okay, you know what? I gotta look at this. Hopefully it'll work. You know what? Sure. Why not go to that? Oh wait, is that actually live there? Hang on. Yeesh. Yes, it is actually a live view. Cool. So that's no anti-aliasing at all. Ah, that is so muddy. But there is temporal aliasing that is annoying me, so. Ah, man, is that ghost? Yes, there is. That is quite visible ghosting. Let's see how this handles it. That is... I feel like it's still there, but it is not nearly as noticeable. I'm also noticing that the frame rate is not all that high. I'm curious. Yeah, let's try this. See how this looks. Okay, that did already turn that off. Cool. That looks fine. Oh, that's good. Yep. No. Oh, okay. Yep. No, okay. Okay. I mean, is what I found is technically better. I'm gonna try something. This doesn't quite seem right. Yes, I know it's gonna be pillboxing. You know, it's just... It's running at like 30 FPS, and I do not like that. Seriously? Is that all? Nope. I mean, to be fair, it can just be that the game isn't going to be performing well for a while yet. Alright. Well, might as well go back to that then. I mean, I can try messing with this. I don't necessarily want to, but... I'm definitely not going to turn on frame generation if I can avoid it. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at native and just suffer through this. Let me else just... Okay. The reason why I turned on the thing to be able to hold shift and do an ability is just I have this memory from way back when I played Diablo 1. I had a sword that would actually trigger fire damage, and it would also have fire damage. And one thing that was kind of neat is it would
Tale of the mortals' victories.
Okay. It would actually have a burst of fire when it swung, and that was neat because what it would let me do then is I could stand at the side of at a corner and use that, just force attacking it around the corner, and it would actually illuminate a little bit there. Still don't like that. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't even think. And okay, good. I think I am understanding that correctly. Would not be that.
Baristano prepared him for the hunt.
Okay, I still don't like this necessarily. But I don't see anything. Yeah, because we get it does seem to be just a base health regeneration, and that I like. I really like health regeneration. Not every game decides to give that to you as something just that's there passively. So I do appreciate that it appears to be here passively, but yeah.
A griffin. It's getting more aggressive.
Yeah, because I don't like this potion setup, but we'll see how it goes.
Grows more dangerous every day. Its mad cult of worshippers keeps growing. It's time we hunted it down. Are you ready?
Yeah, I don't like that, because I mean that I also don't like how large this is still, because I mean that's just Path of Exile. I'm not playing Path of Exile, I'm playing a type quest game.
Good. But first, there's something I must show you. I'll explain on the way. The time has come for you to prove yourself. Today we hunt the griffin, but before that, remember the shrine at the end of the beach? Let's go.
That's the same. That looked better. Wait, what? I can't have both. What? I am so confused right now. So I can't have that and... Huh. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to be allowed to have a dagger, not have a dagger in that thing, but okay. Okay, so that looks like we'll eventually be able to filter here, which might be nice. Oh.
You've been training with me a long time. I have just one more thing to teach you.
How to die? I'm not sure what else there would be to teach, but I just also do wonder if this is going to be a she dies. Yes. I gotta... Probably because it's small. I want to see, is there... Yeah, actually, give me the boxy one. I want to see if there's a way that highlights the enemies some. Because they're not all of them, they're kind of blending in for me. And partly it is because it is so much smaller. 2048 by 1152 is a much smaller portion of my screen than the 2560 by 1600. Yeah, 1600. But I'm not seeing anything that will allow me to control that. No, hang on, I actually do want to... Okay, at least this does seem to be picking tomatoes, so at least there's that. So that, I'll quickly explain. So I have what's called, I called my picking tomatoes standard for colorblindness, which is, because in a lot of games, all colorblind will do is like, all the colorblind setting does is like change the UI, and or just like change the highlights on things. So like how the enemy is being highlighted in red when cursors over them, it would just change that, which is pretty damn useless. I feel that we need to maintain the I call picking tomatoes, because my dad, who is colorblind, can sometimes struggle with picking tomatoes because, and okay, one thing worth noting about colorblindness is it's not necessarily that you can't see a color. It's that certain colors can be difficult to distinguish between when they're next to each other. If he looks at red, he knows it's red. If he looks at green, he knows it's green. But red against green, it can be hard for him to tell where one is one color and one is the other. So him trying to pick tomatoes, red plants, well, red fruit against green vegetation around it, against the green plant, it's hard. It can be hard. So we poke fun at him a little bit when he starts picking tomatoes that aren't quite ripe yet. They aren't quite green. So my picking tomatoes standard is that you must apply it to the whole of the screen. It cannot just be the UI and such. It has to be everything, because if there's tomatoes here to pick, is he going to be able to see it necessarily? Well, I have to grant, the game does, we can tell from here, it is in fact changing the whole thing. It's a single filter applied to the entire image. And that's how it should be. Like, it's a post-processing filter. That's fine. There are other things I would want to do, but this is still so much closer to what I believe it should be based on my experience with my dad.
Not bad.
But it's...
You've been practicing.
Yep. But yeah, so I mean, personally, I would want like it to have full control over various things, so you can control the highlights as individually as well. Have it not just be not just be a filter, but it's still, this is... I have little to complain about. I can only criticize it, which it may sound silly, but it is a thing. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's try that. Pretty sure you should be using both hands. Oh yeah, I am seeing Ghost stay on the attack. That's unfortunate. But for now, I'm not gonna worry about it. Actually, Hang on. One thing just occurred to me. I should look at. Okay. Good. I just want to pull up Task Manager to confirm it is putting on the external GPU, which actually makes a lot of sense because it's also the computer's not heating up that much. Like the fans are not. Oh wait, no, never mind. I take that. Well, the exhaust doesn't feel that hot, but it's not that loud coming through my speaker. It's coming through the headphones, so it didn't seem like it was that bad. Yeah, I do feel that some of this could be a lot brighter. Alright. I have no idea. I've not gone far enough for these to be of any value to me. Okay. Okay, but I need to actually put points in, correct? Yes, okay. But, oh my god, this, I do not understand the system. Because he's seemingly the same thing, so why wouldn't I just... Like, are they doing that? They might be. If they are, that's terrible design. It really is. So my guess is that they're... It's so that you can have different modifiers here. Let me... If I do that... So in theory, like here I could put into Indomitable, right? And then in the other one, put into Vitality Drain, right? Which, on its own, it's that's not a problem. Yeah, you found all. Gotta be kidding. What? I didn't actually mean to apply anything. I'm only experimenting. But it did take the points. That is one big difference. In Titan Quest 1, you could, when applying the points, put them anywhere, undo that, until you leave the screen. They're not until you would leave here, they're not actually impacted. But anyway, yeah, so it looks like it's so that you can have masteries applied differently between them, which in one way, I'm good with that. Here's the problem, though. When you hit tab, I guess if you do something like that, so then you have access to both at the same time, but that's just, I don't know why you would do that. That is like such weird design. It would make more sense if you had the ability to swap between, because right now, attack 2 goes with number 2 here. Attack 1 goes with this, right? But what if you want to have access to the masteries for attack 2 with your 1 as well? So it's like you want to do weapon slot 1, attack 1, weapon slot 1, attack 2, and weapon slot 2, attack 2. What if you want something like that? You can't. There's no easy way of doing that. That's why I don't like that. That's basically a 2x2 system, but the mechanics for going between them is just 2, not 2x2, but 2. I will acknowledge that probably a lot of that did not make any sense, but just go with me. Oh, this is fun. like some of these. I think I'll go with that. And that. Okay. So, but hang on, this was vitality damage. Okay. No, I'm just gonna leave those unspent for now. I have no reason to believe that they have meaning. Or rather that there is meaning to them. So I'm just going to ignore
the
it.
likes of a griffin before, but if you are victorious, people will sing your legend.
Okay. It's just how I do things. I gotta explore. Whoop. She did not follow me. Nope, now she did. Okay. That's actually kind of handy. That they just happen to align for the piercing there. Okay, I gotta pause this for just a moment. Right. I wanted to move the thing so I could get a sense of does it do that? One thing very handy in the original game is it would actually tell you the damage per second, the DPS. Do not have that here. But no, this should actually cause deal more damage. Because it would be 1 times 2.3 versus 10. Sorry, 1 by 23, so 23 versus 10 times 1.4.
Here we are. This place was built ages ago by the Mycenaeans. The heroes of old received the gods' gifts at this shrine. You'll need its blessing to stand against the griffin.
Oh, so not even there yet.
Careful. The priests of Mycenae protect their shrines, even beyond the grave.
Okay, so that I do appreciate. I was just holding back, well, holding down while moving, and it worked. So I kept wanting to hit tab to get out, but that's not how that works. Yeah, so the little bit of time between attacks, he will move. That's kind of...
Door's sealed. Give me a moment. Wipe them off
Ow.
while I unseal this door. through here.
So that actually is better, it seems. I'm just going by the base stats. I'm not going past that. Okay, I gotta. Okay, so that is in fact the attack speed 1.25, 9% increased attack speed. Those are combined. You know what? Let me just see how this looks. Yeah, I do kind of like. I do just generally enjoy attack speed. And with long weapons, it's especially nice.
The ancient Mycenaeans called this the Shrine of Divine Mastery. Only those the shrine chooses can receive its blessing. You're the finest I've ever trained. Go on. See if the shrine answers to you.
Okay, first I want to pick this up, whatever it is. Okay.
You have been measured. Rise and accept your blessing.
Okay. But see how get to confirm it? That's how just, you know, like you could invest points in the base in the original game and see how it looks and then undo it if you wish. Preview. Okay, so those are all like passives. God. I feel like going with Storm first, so make him into Thor. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I don't have points to invest, it looks like. Okay. Oh wait, no, I got passive points. Got it. Okay, now I see. Now I see. Yeah, okay, put them both in there. I just feel like the other passive is not going to be as significant. Okay. That one may, but once I can actually have active abilities, it will matter, I figure, but yeah.
No. This shouldn't be happening. You saw how the shrine reacted. That corruption.
Oh, yeah.
Gods. I thought we had more time.
So the barrier... Okay, so... Okay. Oh. Yeah,
No.
now what?
You saw how the shrine
Now
reacted.
we have more time.
Go. You have the shrine's blessing. You can face the griffin without me. I have other preparations to make. I'll meet you on the mountain. You must slay the griffin.
Okay.
You can do this.
Okay, so now I can do this stuff. But there's also... Yeah. Okay, so there's still the core abilities over here. Hmm. Hmm. There's a reason why I want both in here, by the way. Oh, actually, hang. Yeah, that. Sure. Or can I? Oh, okay. So I can just put two in there. Here's my thinking on this, because enemies are just walking up to me pretty effectively. That's a problem. So I like the idea of, can I put them here? Of if I instead am that ability seems one that it's like channeled from near me. So it's like, okay, when they get near me, I can do something about that. So even if I'm using the bow, they still run up to me. The lightning strike thing, it's like, okay, that's gonna hit near me. Well, I can aim far away from that, but if they still get near me, I want something to help me near me. Okay. Let's... Oh, that's considered an active. Okay. Alright. I'm actually gonna leave it at that. Let's... Okay.
May you run forever. Oh, hello. Sorry, I just buried... I know I always said Aristano was too hard on you. I thought training every day was how terribly quickly things can change. The dogs and I were out hunting rabbit. Then a shadow came over us. I wasn't quick enough. Good. I've got some hunting supplies with me. Take...
Okay. Mostly I want to just sell stuff I don't need here. No. Okay. I'm pretty sure what I have equipped is what I want to have, so. Okay, so I cannot afford the majority of what I'm seeing here. Right? Yeah, let's do it. That's true, I actually should. Okay, fitness for both of those. So if I... Okay, so even just 1 point there, give me that. I'm not far enough in to know what is actually meaningful, so... There. Let's actually do that. Okay. Okay, so now what does it tell me for... Good. Okay. Alright.
Trickers would have liked this.
Alright, can hang on to that. It might be useful. I can't afford anything else here. So we go. Okay, actually, let's head back for a moment. Because I didn't explore into this part of it, so... And there is something here. Don't want either. I'm just gonna sell that stuff.
Patricus would have liked this.
No, there. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not feeling like I'm having any energy issues, so let's just focus on making the attacks more lethal.
Kill the wolves! You fucking nitsack! Who taught you to fight? Damn it! Well, what are you waiting for? Yes, I'm stuck in this jar. No, you can't open it. But you can take me to the Shrine of Hermes in the cave southwest of here, so that craven cur can fix this.
Okay, hang on just a second. Is that this one? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I have been forgetting that I have that. Can I? Okay. I'm gonna stick with it for now. Okay, so I do want to hang on to it, but I might want to 9% increase attack speed? Hold on. Certainly beats that. That might be worth it. What is this? Ah, okay, I got it. Yeah, let's continue this way. I know it is getting a little long, but...
This is the cave. Hope you're a better fighter than the last guy.
Let's at least try to take care of this guy, I'm thinking. Then I can try stopping. Knowledge 58. Okay. Well, that might be worth using, but not just now. Oh, okay. It was the barrier going down. I thought there might have been some weird effect in my health that's causing it.
Go on! I suppose you're expecting a reward now. Fine. Now get out of here. Your job is done. All right, brother. You've had your fun. Let me out of this jar so I can rip your throat out. Please? Hermes! Hermes!
Okay. A little weird. Good. Need knowledge for that. How high of knowledge did I need? Hang on. 58. Okay, so that gets me there. Let's go like that. Oh, okay, we have this unlocked. Sure, why not? We can do that. Oh, the using dodge. That could be useful. Why not? Yeah. Yeah, what do we got here? That I kind of like. Let me keep looking. Because I always like something that increases health regeneration. I think I'll go with that. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Much like the original game, it is slow. Okay. I do think what I currently have is better. I should have done that earlier, but... Oh, that's nice. I think that can just go straight on. As can that. That went nicely, somehow. Okay, so just walking near, you automatically pick up gold. The heck? Alright. Good old-fashioned sword to the face. Yeah, I don't understand saving, by the way. In that, I don't... Does it say anything for, like, when was last save? No. I also just realized I haven't been experimenting with that. I get that they've said we're not getting mounts. I'm okay with that, but boy, I'd like if I had a pet so I could send things back to sell for me and that whole thing. wasn't sure if I could. The UI is not the easiest to see.
The griffin!
Well, I guess I'm gonna face the griffin now.
No! The village!
You're not a moment early. Where's Aristino? The Griffin's cult is attacking. They want gold again. So selfless. Nothing that they're going to take.
The houses! There are people still trapped inside!
Have mercy! Thank you!
Okay. Is there... Okay, I guess there will be a trader there later. Okay, and there's... teleporter eventually. Okay, so this is...
No way I'm opening this door! You griffin! Thief! Is it safe to come out now? Please! Someone! My father built... This cursed griffin doesn't attack everyone! Meet me in the center of the village!
Okay.
This is the third time in as many months. We have to put a stop to it. The Griffin's leading them. We have to...
Well, look who's grown a spine. Which one of you is responsible for this pathetic attempt at resistance? You like playing the hero, do you? Then fight me.
Not another attack! I'll protect the villagers. You take care of the cultists. That griffin is a curse on us all. We can't keep fending off these attacks. Not me. I'm too old to go chasing down griffins. But you... Which god gave you those gifts? The cultists blocked the path up the mountain, but there's another way, through the ruins. Take it, and teach those cultists a lesson while you're at it. Don't forget to destroy the griffin's nest, too. We can't risk another griffin moving in.
You want to sell stuff. Why don't you let me sell things? Ah, wait, no, there he is. Okay. Wait, what? It's in a completely different location.
Cult took most of it, but I salvaged what I could. I'll give you a...
Because that... Yeah, what I have is better. Okay. Why is the thing I got labeled in yellow? Well, I guess it matches a level 3, so I guess that's why. Even though it's a level 2, it claims. But I don't see any reason to change anything. And maybe that if I could afford it, but I can't, so... No. Let me check something. Here? Closer. I think. Wait, no. Okay, so... that might actually be worth it, though.
Give that griffin a good...
If I take this, in place of that, I'm still doing 100% cold damage. So let's do that. I'll hang on to this for now, but... there. See, one issue I have is I don't know... I don't know when it saves. Have you seen anything? Why am I asking you? It's not like you can answer. I mean, it must have saved recently, right? Because I do want to stop. So, yeah, I'll just be stopping. But, well, here, let's just exit. Yes. Oh, it was that level of exit. I was kind of hoping for, like, you know, just out of the game. Was there something else to just, like, quit? I don't know. Hang on. I have to wait for it to finish. Okay, good. Now I'm going to relaunch it to see where it puts me. First impressions, I have been enjoying it. I don't like the... I'm going to be messing around with the controls at some point. I don't know when, but I will be doing that. I have not... The controls are just so weird. I will probably go to the left mouse button context, but it's also I'm going to be changing things on the keyboard. Okay, so I even have that. So okay, it looks like at least when I say okay, there's main menu. That's what I was thinking. So yeah, this doesn't look. It is just weird. I mean, to be honest, I actually typically plug in a keyboard when I'm playing Tiny Quest 1 instead of using the laptop keyboard, but yeah, so I will mess with that at some point, but that'll be on my own time because I don't need everything here to be recorded. Alright, although well, no, I'm not going to do that. But I could, in theory, start a second character for my own playtime. But I probably won't do that. I do have other things I need to do, so it might be a while before I get to playing anyway. I might change my mind. Anyway, see you then.